Hello everybody, Shiny here, and I'm coming to you from the deck of the USS Harry S. Truman. And this is a mission that I made. It's called Cypriot Seawall, and this mission is on the Danger Close server, the group that I usually fly with. And let me take you to the F10 menu real quick. And you can see this is a mission centered on Cyprus, as the name Cypriot Seawall might suggest. So in this mission, waypoint 1, which is pretty close to the beginning of the mission, waypoint 1 is here in Nicosia. So that's where we're going, guys. What I want to do today, let's get on back in the airplane. What I want to do today is excuse me, I want to give a little tutorial of bombing in the Tomcat. And I did have a video in the past, a Lantern and multiplayer video, but I want to do another one and just really a little bit more walk you through it step by step. So we're gonna do we're gonna take some bombs to waypoint 1, and of course we're gonna use our Lantern pod. And we're going to drop a couple bombs. So let me show you here on the outside again. We're in an F-14A. And, you know, pretty much all the missions I make for my group and just my flying in general is usually late 90s to mid 2000s, you know, because we're in the era of the Tomcat with the Lantern pod. So that's primarily the era that I'm doing. You know, I don't really make a lot of 80s missions or earlier era missions, although that's cool, and I do want to make a little earlier mission with more of a Fox 1 iron bombing kind of mission. But anyway, I haven't done that yet, and so this mission is set in the early 2000s. So we're in an F-14A, and this is F-14A from VF-14 circa 1999. This is the CAG bird of VF-14 top hatters, and that's what we're flying out in today. Okay, so let's get loaded up, and I'll take you through it. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to take 100% bomb load, and the reason is because there are some enemy fighters that come in. Now, this mission is a PvP mission. Like, all my missions I make are PvP because I want to fight other people. I want red players to get on and fight with us. So if you like to fly for the red team, please come on to our server and fight with us. I really like that. So, but even without red players on, there are still some AI aircraft. So there are AI fighters that'll come in. So I want to have half and half load. So this load here, I have labeled load strike 3. This is my half and half load. So I have 2 Phoenix and 2 GBU-12s and a Sparrow and 2 Sidewinders and the pod. If I was going to do just primarily bombing, I would take my heavier load, which is all GBU-16s with 1 Phoenix and 2 Sidewinders. But I'm by myself in the server right now, so if some fighters come in, I don't have a lot of backup. So we're going to take the half and half load. That's what we're going to do. 2 GBU-12s, and that's enough for me to take you through bombing, okay? So there we go. We're going to go ahead and arm up. And in the meantime, while we're arming up, we're going to go ahead and get our data link set.
Rudder.
So there are 2 AWACS, but we'll just set it for the from the E2. That's what we're close to flying off the boat. Get my lights ready too in case I want them. I'm already tuned to the AWACS frequency and the boat's frequency, so I'm okay on that. I'm already tuned to the I should be already tuned to the ship's TACAN, but that seems not right. Now it is. Okay, so we're set with the TACAN. We're still getting our bombs up. Let me go ahead and go to my knee board and be ready to change the settings on my Lantern. Okay, there it is. So not change the settings on the Lantern, rather, but change the laser code on my bomb. Because if there's a JTAC up, the JTAC uses 1688. So I always set my laser code. I always use 1675, but the important thing is that we set the laser code to not 1688, just to not interfere with the JTAC or not interfere with any other players who might have left that on. And I'm going to go ahead and set the ACM panel all on so I don't forget about that. And I think we're going to be about ready to go. Waypoint 1 is already set. Okay. So we're going to release the emergency brake. We do have some fighters in the air, unfortunately, just now. 150 miles, 7,000 feet hot. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and start my taxi. Sun's quite bright there. It's still early in the morning. That new Viking looks a lot better than the old Viking sitting over there. I do like that. Another contact at 10,000. One thing we got to watch is in the early part of this mission, the red side AI tries to fly in some C-130s because the enemy in this one is Turkey. So they have C-130s. They're trying to fly in C-130s to a red base and set up an SA-6 site. So if we can, we want to stop the C-130s from getting through. So before I take off, another thing I'm going to do is in this mission, once per hour, I have AI cap support. So the AI cap support, I'm going to go ahead and call them in. And I'll show you in a second that AI cap support. We'll come back to that. There we go. That's our AI cap support. The AI cap support are Greek Mirage 2000s, taken off from the far western side of Cyprus. So these guys are going to go up there. You know, the red side AI is flying Turkish F-16s mostly, with some Turkish F-4s and F-5s also. So, you know, the Mirages sometimes get lucky against the F-16s, but they might just be cannon fodder, but they'll soak up some missiles in any case, so it's not so bad. Look at beautiful, beautiful, beautiful AJ 200 setting out here. Camelot 200, VF14 Cagbird. Really pretty paint scheme. The 80th anniversary paint scheme for this squadron, circa 1999. And we are set up on the catapult. We're ready to go. Make sure the trim is up just a little bit. Yeah, we definitely do have Viper nails. So those are not friendly Vipers. Those are red side Vipers. So we'll have to probably deal with that, possibly before we can even bomb anything. Alright, we're ready to go. Salutes. And we're ready to fly.
Oh, we got nails right on our 6.
So unlike the real life SOP, we're not gonna go out 7 miles beyond the carrier. We're just gonna turn and get to where we're going. But we are going to get out of stage 5 burner, because we don't need that much burner. It's just a waste of gas. If you can see here on the controls, I want to use a low stage zone 1 or zone 2 burner for the climb out. We don't have far to go to get to the first waypoint. There are only 55 miles out.
No, there's dirt at 2 o'clock.
Okay, but let's go ahead and get to our TID screen, and we're going to go ahead and zoom out the radar picture all the way. So we can see we have these two Vipers coming in, hot zone 4, but they are actually heading not toward the same waypoint we're going. They are looking like they're going over there sniffing around our AWACS and our tankers. Now, luckily, that's also where the Mirages will be taking off from. So I want to angle over in that direction. We'll go ahead and get the TID back to 100 mile setting. These bandits are about less than 80 miles
We've got
from
a bandit,
me.
315, 78 miles,
Go ahead and
36,000.
select Phoenix, but we're going to keep the master arm off. I'm going to go ahead and keep it in a low burner, and I'm going to continue this climb. Now, luckily, in this mission, AWACS and tankers, I have 4 backups. So, if AWACS and tankers, for either the blue side or the red side, happen to get shot down, they will respawn right away. At least until you get through the 3 backups. Hoping our Mirages get up to challenge these guys quickly.
We have a bandit, 290, 81 miles, 36,000. And a friendly, Bra, 280, 73 miles, Angels 21.
It is really a challenge in mission making too when you're dealing with the AI, and you don't want the AI to worry about AWACS and tankers. You just want them to do cap against enemy fighters, but even when you do your best to set that, it's really hard. They always just go hard on for tankers and AWACS. That's just a shortcoming of AI. Go ahead and pop out of burner. I don't want to waste any excess gas. I'm already under 16. Yeah, and he killed our AWACS. But that's okay, because we have another AWACS. And if those F-16s are over there, they're going to be in the halt coverage on the west coast of Cyprus. So they're going to have to deal with those 2 Mirages. They're going to have to deal with the halt coverage.
Got it.
Okay, looks like we got this guy is coming up on us pretty good. Now, I only have 2 Phoenix. So, because I only have 2 Phoenix, I don't really want to take any long Phoenix shots. And this guy is actually going low. He's on the deck, so he's not... Well, I'm sorry. My guy is not low. He's in zone 1. The Mirage is low. So, we lost one of our Mirages. Speak of the devil. That's too bad.
Friendly, 055.
I'm going to go ahead and lock up this Viper that's coming in.
40 miles, Angels 20. Nails on our nose, 12 o'clock.
We'll see if we can't
Target, 21
deal with
miles.
this guy one way or the other. We're going to go ahead and...
Roger.
Made that mistake before.
I lost block.
I'm going to get rid of that tank.
Tanks are
I'm going
out
to have
here.
to reacquire this Viper. Down low. I sometimes make that mistake when what I mean to do is drop my tanks, but when I already have somebody locked up, I end up telling Jester to go to
Target, 13 miles.
a different lock mode, and I end up losing the lock. Okay, we're going to fire. Fox 3, ACM cover up.
God damn, we've got mud. 11 o'clock. Friendly.
This guy's down
11
low.
o'clock. 10 miles.
And he just got
40
splashed.
Singer, 11 o'clock.
So that Viper got splashed by
Lock
the
the damn
Sam.
lock.
So that's a wasted Phoenix. It's too bad. But he's dead. And that is good. The other one's coming in.
You got it.
Let's make sure the radar is set neutral. Now, this guy is not down on the deck, so he might very well get off an AMRAM on me.
We've got a friendly.
In fact, I would
270,
expect it.
41 miles. Angels 30.
But I don't want to fire Phoenix beyond 20 miles here because I don't want it to loft. So I'm going to wait until I get within 20. And I'm going to hope he's probably going to be dealing with some SAMs coming out of Akrotiri because that's a blue base. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to go ahead and lock him up at this point.
Wilco. He's locked.
And
Target.
like I
21
said, I would
miles.
expect to have an AMRAM
up
coming
nails
my
on the nose.
way.
Mud on her nose. Mud on her nose.
Yeah, Hawk's looking. He might not have fired at us, which is surprising. But he might be thinking about dealing with the Hawks. Okay, I'm going to leave the ACM cover down and go ahead and fire from about 15
That's
miles.
a stinger. 12 o'clock.
Yeah, he's going to have missiles on him. So this could be possibly another wasted Phoenix. But
Missile, missile, missile.
as long as
12
we get
o'clock.
him.
Hot. Brake right. I have a stinger here. 8 o'clock.
I don't think that missile is on me.
Low.
No,
Hot.
that missile's
Brake
12
left.
o'clock
We have
low.
a stinger. 7 o'clock.
No, I'll take a
Missile,
chance.
1 o'clock. Hot. Brake right.
Don't think that missile is on me. I think that's just a SAM he's calling out.
Lost the lock.
But I'm going to be careful. Okay, now we're in a bad position because we lost sight. And this is not where I want to be.
Friendly E3. 1 o'clock high. 12 miles.
Okay, that's not where I want to be because I lost sight of him. Let's burn back toward Akrotiri. Shit, there he is. He's still back there. 9 miles, possibly. Better get my ass back over here.
That's a stinger. 12 o'clock.
This motherfucker. Oh, there he is. There he is. There he is. There he is. Fox 1. Fox 1. Is that Sparrow going to track? It is, actually. That's good. Surprising. But I think it's going to miss, for sure. Or not.
Bandit. 12 o'clock.
Fox
2
2.
miles. Watch that speed, man. We're way fast. Come on, show me some of that pilot shit. We're fast at 590.
Splash.
Bandit is down. Roger.
Okay. Woohoo. Okay, I'll take that. Ah. Alright. I'll take it. Anyway,
Roger that.
getting back to what we were coming here for. Let's get back to that bombing mission, shall we? And I'm only 32 miles from waypoint 1, so we didn't veer too heavily off course. And Hawk got one of the Vipers. I got the second one right there. That was the, yeah, that was the M9M. Sparrow missed, but it tried, you know, the Sparrow tried. And things are hard for a Sparrow. So when the Sparrow tries, I feel at least halfway good about it. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and go to air-to-ground mode. as we climb up to 20,000. Because I'm climbing up to 20,000 because I don't know for sure what's left. Some other people started this mission yesterday, the first 40 minutes of it, so even though there are no tours at this waypoint, but nonetheless, usually start from 20,000 feet, especially if you don't know what's down there. 20,000 feet is a pretty safe altitude. So we're going to level off at 20, and we're going to get our lantern set up here. And I want to show you an important point and an important trick with getting the lantern set up. Okay, we're going to go ahead and level off here. We're going to turn on the autopilot. Okay. So we've already turned the brightness down on the screen. We already did that in the beginning. But what we're going to do now is, first of all, we're going to go ahead and, let me show you again, because I want to do this slowly. So we're going to go into the gesture menu, and we're going to point the camera toward waypoint 1. So number 2, set Q mode. Okay, we're going to set Q mode number 3 by waypoint, and number 1 again by waypoint 1. Right, so we're going to get the lantern looking at waypoint 1. Now this is a really important thing that I didn't know for a long time. It just didn't occur to me. But what we have to do, because we can't do this from the front seat, we're going to go to the back. Because we need to turn the gain down. Because the gain always starts way too high, right? Way too high. So we go in here, we go to the back seat, and we're going to turn the gain down. Yeah, we'll try right there. The lantern always starts with the gain too high, and it makes things difficult to see. So first thing, go into the back, turn the gain down on the lantern from the back, right? It'll get it right. So now we're back. We're looking at downtown. We're looking at a central area of the waypoint. So I'm going to go ahead and tell Jester to search for targets, and we want to find SAMs. Right? We always want to find SAMs first. Selected. That's where we're looking. We're looking right over there in the kind of central area of the city. Right along the river is where our targets are. My buddies weren't here yesterday, and they might have already killed all the SAMs. It is possible. There is a manpad group down there. Let's see. Manpads might be in this area. So we're going to search for them. I just used the eye control with the red circle on the screen to tell Jester where to look. Now I think those manpads may be already dead because Jester's not finding them. Okay, roger that. Let me show you again how to do this. Gesture menu, head control, eyeballs. We get the red dot on the screen, or the red circle. Now I'm going to put that where some enemy units should be, because I know they're here by the river. And I'm going to circle it right there, and boom, Jester goes there. Excuse me. So we're not finding any SAMs. I'm going to go ahead and tell Jester just to search for any active targets, and we'll see what he finds.
Contact, captured armor.
Yeah, we got armor. We got plenty of armor. Okay, so we need to make sure we select our air-to-ground ordnance. So we go, we're in the air-to-ground menu, so we go 8, and we go select ordnance, GBU 12s.
Target is to our right.
Okay, we already have the master arm on. We already had it on. Okay. So we are 4.3 miles from that target, and that's a little bit too close to turn in and have time to line up and drop the bomb. So we're going to go ahead and get a little more distance. What I usually go for is about 7 miles. I usually wait till I get at least 7 miles, and then I'll make a turn back in. But you can't go wrong going an extra mile or so beyond that. Maybe 7.5 might be good. It's very frustrating if you turn in and don't quite have enough time to line up for your bomb run. But we're going to try to make a fairly little hard turn there, right? We're losing a little altitude in the turn, which is not good. But I don't think there's any SAM threat, so I'm not quite worried about it. And I came around a little too fast. That's a very sloppy turn, you know.
Right, 1 degree.
That's okay. There's nobody watching.
Okay, we're centered.
So here we are. We got 10 seconds. We're making sure to get lined up. There's
5 seconds.
not much room for error with that lineup, at least in DCS.
Okay, that's it. Drop it.
Okay, we're going to pickle. We're going to pickle. Of course, the laser is on auto, which means he'll start lasing at about 10 seconds. If we zoom up, I think this is going to end up being, well, if it's an armor unit, it's probably a tank, and it looks like a tank from here. It's probably a T-72. I'm sorry, not a T-72. In this mission, they are Turkish tanks, so they are the Leopard 2s, perhaps, maybe.
10 seconds to impact.
Leopard 2, I think.
Lasers on.
Lasing now. 5 seconds. 3 seconds. 1 second.
Good impact.
Shakaroo. And that's,
terminate.
it's a Leopard 2A4. So that's a Turkish tank.
Armor captured.
And there's another armor. This one looks like it's kind of set in a crater, where maybe a previous bomb was a slight miss on that. And we're at 4.4 miles, so we're going to extend just a little bit and come back in. Like I said, it looks like Jester couldn't find any SAM targets that first go around, which may mean that my friends already cleaned up the SAM threat, which is good. There's not too many SAMs at this waypoint in any case. This is a fairly light waypoint. Actually, this mission has more target areas than average, but the target areas are individually a little lighter and smaller.
Laser range is valid.
Okay, here we go. We'll make a
Oh, I got some dirt at 10 o'clock.
Slightly less sloppy roll.
Come left 3 degrees.
Okay. Alright, and...
Right, 1 degree.
Let's line it up.
10 seconds.
10 seconds. We got one more bomb. We don't want to screw this up.
5 seconds.
Hope that building's not going to get in the way. That's a little
Pickle
worrisome.
now, pickle now.
But we'll see. We're going to pickle. There is a building there very nearby, and I do hope my bomb doesn't hit that building. Let's pop it in autopilot so we can we'll go out to the bomb view. Let's take a look. Let's see how she does.
10 seconds TTI. Laser is on.
Oh, how's it looking? Yeah.
Nice impact.
Looking good. Looking good.
Terminate. All right, let's assess here.
That looking good. Give me 1 second. Let me
Captured.
double check my gamma. Gamma's good. Okay. A little too bright there. Okay, so we have another target lined up, but we're out of bombs. So we will have to go ahead and RTB. So we're going to go ahead and RTB. Okay, so we're in the process of RTBing, and I lost the ship's TACAN again for the umpteenth time, but the ship's about 20 miles away. Okay, we're going to go ahead and call up the boat. I can actually see them out there, I think. I don't know what's going on with the TACAM, but it's definitely a ongoing bug in 2.7 right now. BRC 267 for the moment. So even though we don't have the TACAM, I'm going to go ahead and dial this in. Get those things ready to go.
Roger.
Switch back to the tanker. Let me get that. 15 miles. Switch back to the boat. And we get nothing. Very strange. Very strange little TACAN bug. But we're at 11,000 feet still. Boat is going to 6.7. So we're going to turn this way. Gonna drop our hook. I got eyes on the carrier there. Put the wings back. Turn the lights on. Okay, we do have the ship's TACAN up again now. Now that we're within 10 miles of the boat, it's very convenient of it to finally come on. We got some more altitude to lose. We're still too high. We'll lose some altitude in this turn into the initial. Yeah, there we go. Alright. To lose a little slight bit of altitude there. Come up a little faster than we are. Get up toward 350 knots. We want to be at 800 feet. We come over the boat. We want to be pretty close to it. We're a little high. 900 feet. Not looking too bad, but I'm slow. I'm slow. Pick up a little speed here at the last second. Looking pretty decent. Not horrible. Ready for the break. Board's coming up. That'll come back in the break.
5 o'clock.
Trimming up as we go. Trimming up as we go. Wings coming out. Wings coming out. 250. Gear coming down. Gear coming down. Try not to get the nose up and gain too much altitude. Trimming up. Trimming up. Flaps coming down. Flaps coming down. Back on a little power. Trimming up. Trimming up. Flaps down, DLC engaged. 1.4, pretty close to where I want to be at 1.5. Slightly high on the power. Losing a little altitude now. A little lower than I want to be on the power. Okay. Still a little low. Turning in. Want to be 600 feet there. We're slightly under 500, so that's not good. We're going to try to make up a little of that altitude in the come-arounds. But this won't be a beautiful landing. I don't make many beautiful landings, to be honest. I have a close relationship with the one wire, you know. So there's a lot of other people's Tomcat videos, and you'll see a lot prettier landings. So we can't expect that too much. But now I'm getting a little high on the come around. A little high on the come around. We're going to try to salvage it. We're going to try to make it work out as we come around here. Yeah, try not to get too high. High is better than low, but let's try to make it just right.
200, Tomcat ball, 6.2.
Okay. Not looking too bad. Just don't dip low. Just don't dip low. It's not slide. It's not slide. Don't slide. Don't dip. Don't slide. Don't dip. I'm dipping. I'm dipping. I'm dipping. I'm dipping. Ooh. Well, they say OK 4.
You got the 4 wire.
But, I mean, I wouldn't say that was very okay. That was pretty sloppy. But it could be worse. A slightly sloppy OK4 wire is certainly better than a sloppy 1 wire. So I guess I'll take it. I won't complain about it too much. So we're going to taxi over here to the port side elevator. Wave to the LSOs. Thank you, boys, for that OK4. That was being pretty damn generous. So I appreciate it. Alright, we're outside right there. We're gonna pop the brake. Alright, I'll even let a little wind, fresh sea breeze into the cockpit here. Whew! Okay, guys, well, that was the sortie. And I wanted to give some example of using the Lantern pod and doing some bombing, which I did a little bit sloppily. Like everything on that sortie was a little sloppy, but sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it be that way. In any case, we dealt with a couple Vipers. We did kill one of them, got back to bombing, shacked 2 targets, came back to the boat. So, all things considered, that's all right. We'll take it. All right. See you guys on the next one. Bye-bye. And before I go, let's get a little shout out to say, please come see us on the Danger Close server, right? So in the video description, the Discord link is there. Join our Discord. Come fly with us. We have some great missions. I have several missions like this that I made, which are kind of a PvP centric, pretty cool missions. We have some other cool missions that another one of our group members, Soar, he makes some really cool missions. Syrian Dawn and Poseidon, some others. And yeah, just come out and join us. Fly with us, fly against us. Join the Discord and get on and talk and have a good time. Okay, see you next time. Later.